Oh, there you go.
He does. He saves it. But there's a
Jeff Gordon's upside down. Jeff Gordon's upside down.
And Kurt Busch's car is destroyed.
Oh, my gosh.
Gotta stay off the left side. What do we do about that, though, man? How do we fix it? The drivers just have to make the decision that they've got to lay off that left side.
Look at this long slide for Gordon. And that's Kurt Busch tangled up with him and Jimmy Johnson. And that car still hasn't lost much of its momentum as it goes side over side. Jeff Gordon gets a round of applause from the crowd here, and he is okay.
2.6 miles to go. Oh, trouble, the big one on the dinger, on his lid. Side over side, end over end. Kevin Harvick's going to win this race.
Yeah, that's
the race.
Saves it. And right behind him, everybody starts getting together. Looks like Tony Stewart forces Allmendinger upside down.
Boy, and that, thank goodness, the safer barriers on that inside wall.
Yeah, and we've seen in past that when something happens behind the leaders that NASCAR...
Before we reach
trouble!
Hold the car back in the front of the field.
Oh, and Scott Riggs on his roof.
Oh, Riggs. Man, there's been a lot of cars getting on their roof lately.
Once more. There's Biffle in the middle of it. Then he comes down off the wall.
.31, I think, would have cleared it, but he kind of got sandwiched.
Scott waving to the crowd. Attaboy, Scotty.
Is it one of the championship contenders?
Elliott Sadler, the Polson on 38.
Pretty wild. This is what you see out of the windshield.
Right in front of you. Come on around, come on.
And he just got hit. He got hit.
Like Kevin did. Oh, and there
Johnson
they go.
to the wall
They
with
wrecked.
the one of McMurray. 3-4 cars around. One on its roof. One car hard into the wall.
NASCAR all day long, and here comes McMurray, and he just gets a little bit of piece of that 48. A lot like happened in the Unlimited. Looked like Jimmy's car just got loose and spun.
Look at Clint Boyer in that 15 car get up in the air.
Thing went all, it did a 360. Unbelievable.
Did a barrel roll and came right back.
Early leader.
Oh, trouble! Steve Park is off into the infield. Another car valve over on his lid. It's Parkindale Jr. Terrible crash.
Man, Steve Park's car just back there just turned left.
And when you hit wet grass, it feels like you pick up 200 mile an hour.
But you can see how that barrier gave way when
Absolutely.
that car
That barrier absorbed a lot of energy, and I'll tell you what, that nice to see happen, because at that
Steve coming out of there.
There he is.
There we go.
Good sign.
That's what we wanted to see.
Anyways, what happens is you slide up the racetrack, and you can hit somebody in their left rear as you slide up the racetrack with your right front. And that's almost what it looked like. That one car just...
Newman slams the wall. Man. Comes Schrader, and Newman is in the air and over. Ryan Newman, last year's Rookie of the Year. The rear end ripped from the car as he slides down.
Oh, Kenny Schrader got out of control, got into him. Oh, that's what happened, Mike. His right rear tire came off. Car goes airborne, then when it hits the ground, it digs in and just rips it apart. Let me tell you, the way these cars are inside, he's like he's in a capsule in there.
The race.
There you see Ryan Newman right there.
Oh, yeah, he waved to the crowd.
Joey Logano. Big crash. Oh, he's upside down.
Over and over, Logano goes between 3 and 4.
No.
Our car will come back to rest on all 4 ramps. Just side over side over side, a violent impact. And the good news that this new car that NASCAR brought on.
Corner. Wait, before the entry.
There's a great sign right there. Joey Logano coming out of the car.
That's scary. Oh, here goes Kurt Busch around.
Oh.
Crash behind you. Crash.
Oh, upside down.
Mark Martin is over on his roof.
Back on his wheel.
Into the wall. Casey Mears, Rudiman is there. Reagan is there. Robbie Gordon, Jeff Gordon.
See Montoya driving through the grass.
Jeff Burton up maybe somewhere around the 5th spot as NASCAR, as Doc said, will have to.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There was no way.
Oh, it's Kurt Busch up and over. Boyer's in it. Bobby Labonte's in it. Stremmy's in it. Jeff Gordon down to the grass.
Nothing else coming from behind you.
And Kurt Busch went over and over.
Boyer, McMurray.
Moved down just a little bit. And Yaley and Stenhouse thought he could squeeze by on the next to the wall, and he just couldn't make it. And this kid's ugly. Watch his thing.
Right on top of Ryan Newman.
Hadn't Ryan Newman had cars on top of him before here?
I think the 2009 race.
I think you're right.
Brad Keselowski and Carl Edwards coming to the checkered flag.
Boyer's 15 comes up, clogs the track. Both Labonte brothers involved. Stremme,
Jamie
number of those
McMurray.
smaller teams on the way to a good finish here.
Jeff Gordon.